Now, last year, I did a story where I gave my opinion on the whole Blizzard thing. Hey, what? You guys don't have phones? You remember all that? So, I know I'm a little bit late to the dance on this one, like about a week or so. But I figured I'd give my opinion on it. Because Blizzard is like one of those companies. First of all, I've talked a lot about this on this channel, about video games and how games are not the way they used to be. Developers are very politically correct, and it's just, games are not the same as they used to be. Now, everyone knows I'm a big gamer here on this channel. We do game reviews. We talk about old school games. We talk about new school. I'm a Switch owner. I'm an Xbox One owner. So I'm up to date. Now, a good period of 2013 was dedicated to me playing World of Warcraft. And my girlfriend at the time, late 2013, early 2014 to be exact, got me into World of Warcraft. And this was a very, interesting experience for me. I realized just how great Blizzard was of a developer. And recently they brought back old school World of Warcraft, and I had my fill pretty much of the game at that time, constantly playing. It was the only game I played at the time. And I was like, I love adventure. I love RPGs. It was a simplified game, very enjoyable. It used to be one of those games that I used to kind of think why are people so obsessed with this, And then I kind of realized why that was, because it was a fun, entertaining game that was very enjoyable to many people. So that's why, when they got up on the stage and just completely slapped the faces of, at least about 100 people in that room. When Blizzard got up at BlizzCon and they just told people, oh, what, you don't like our game? They completely mishandled the situation. They tried to make it into a joke, but it was inappropriate because people were fuming. They were angry. They were getting a game that was there mostly to appeal to a foreign market. So I don't really see as many people making this distinction. But basically they were using a Diablo skin for a game that was already based off of a previously made Chinese developed mobile game. And so people did not like this. Now, they might have not instantly identified it as that particular thing. But anyway, we come full circle now to the Hearthstone player getting banned. So he got banned because he spoke out about Hong Kong. And as you can see here, we'll run through a few of the facts here. His name is Blitzchung. His real name is Chung Ne Wai. And so he's a pro Hearthstone player. And he was banned from the pro circuit because he shouted out, "Liberate Hong Kong, revolution of our age," during the post-game interview at a Hearthstone tournament. And then his prize money was withheld. He was later given the money. They banned him for an entire year, but then they reduced the sentence to 6 months. There was a lot of things that took place during this time. Other people have gotten banned, and also there's something else that I didn't even know about this particular ban, that there were actually employees. Right here, you could read it for yourself. Up to 30 Activision Blizzard employees reportedly staged a walkout at the firm's Irvine, California headquarters in protest at Blitzchung's ban, while Democratic Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon tweeted that Blizzard shows it is willing to humiliate itself to please the Chinese Communist Party on Tuesday. And, so that's exactly what happened here. And, you see Blizzard is partly owned by Chinese gaming giant Tencent, which holds a 5% stake. So, they were scared because, there's like human rights violations, and this kid was like making a big deal about it. And the thing is, I get it. As much as anybody, I am so sick and tired of people on the internet, talking about politics, bringing politics into video games, developers bringing politics into video games, and things of the like. But, come on. I mean, this is just a gaming tournament, and saying one little thing, one little line, it's not like, he got up and did a whole entire speech, and like said a whole bunch of different things. He's one person. He won the gaming tournament fair and square. And, Blizzard, you're already under fire. You had to quickly think of, what can we do for our fans to try to curtail the whole Diablo disaster. You were reeling from it. You were getting tremendous backlash. It was really a big thing because it got publicized. You guys became a meme, the whole thing. What, you guys don't have phones? You guys became the jokers of the video game industry. And not the Joaquin Phoenix jokers. No, the court jesters. You're not cool like that. You're not cool at all. You're a really, really lame company that used to develop some really cool games. But now you're really, really lame. So, pretty much everyone in unison is disagreeing with this. And, I tried looking, the, Kotaku and Polygon, they're not doing a very good job covering this story. They're trying to stay away from it because, politics is their thing. And, they've got connections in the industry. And I guess they're not trying to harm it. But, everyone else is pretty much reporting on this. And it seems like ridiculous. Why, if you're already unpopular, like, first of all, banning is never a popular thing. Because usually what it is what it's trying to do is silence people's First Amendment rights. Because, first of all, this is not taking place in Hong Kong. This is taking place in the United States of America, where there is a Bill of Rights, there is a Constitution, and you do have freedom of speech. As long as it doesn't put anybody's life in jeopardy, or it's not hurting somebody, you're not shouting fire in a crowded room. All he's saying, and it's pretty much a fact, that that the protesters in Hong Kong are right, and that people should not be having their human rights violated. Is it really like that far-fetched? Is it really bannable? That it's not like he said that they should like do something or like kill somebody or hurt somebody, in the Chinese government. No, he didn't say that. He just said that he was pulling for the protesters, that he agreed with the protesters. And it was just a little line there, liberate them. What's the big deal with saying that? You know what I'm saying? Whether you feel like this has a place, in competitive gaming or not, it's not really that big of a deal to ban somebody over like a little piece of speech, especially when you are granted this, freedom of speech. Now, I get it. Same thing goes for employers or anything like that. When you sign a contract, I'm sure that he probably signed some papers to sign up for this tournament. And maybe in the fine print, it might say something somewhere, that they don't want you making political speech or whatever. But they didn't even say that. So I don't even think that's the case. I'm just kind of trying to play devil's advocate here. So, but regardless, the company still has the right to, overturn decisions. And they did. But he's still banned for 6 months. And he's saying that he might not even He might not even play the product anymore competitively. So, you know, you've got a popular competitive gamer here who's saying that he might not even play your game anymore. How good is that for business? Was that really worth it? Just so, you know, you can make a statement there, you know, that like, oh, see, China, we're being nice to you. You know, we don't agree with this guy over here. What that is, that's bowing down, that's kowtowing. You know, you could call it whatever you want. It is all those things, and I think pretty much everyone is in agreement with that. I'm just saying that, like, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal to begin with. What he said, did it really need to escalate to this level? And then you have other players that, you know, are getting behind this guy and they got banned too. And then you have other people like the Quartering over here on YouTube who talks out about it and then they ban him. Like, first of all, it's like, do you know like when to stop? Like, you've got a big YouTuber like the Quartering, and he may not be the biggest YouTuber, but he's got like close to 700,000 subs. So, people are probably going to notice that. You don't think that his subs are going to, like, you know, unsubscribe to your services? That they're not going to want to have anything to do with your product? Most of these people, most of your fans, a good chunk of them anyway, were done with you after the whole Diablo fiasco at BlizzCon. So then you come around and then you start pulling this garbage. You start pulling this garbage now, banning people, which is even worse than talking down to people, because now you're just saying, you know, we don't want you guys. You know, you pretty much said that with your poor business practices and your total disregard for human decency at BlizzCon, but now you go ahead and you do this. You start banning people, and then, you know, you reduce his sentence, so to speak. And then you branch out and just start saying, oh, you know what? So, you know what? We'll go easy on you now. We realize that maybe we shouldn't have been that harsh. A year is too harsh. But it's like when all the outrage was taking place, Blizzard should have just came out and said, guys, we made a mistake. We went too far. You know, we're not slaves to the Chinese government. You know, like, they might have a little bit of a stake in our company, but of course they're not going to do that. Of course not, because, you know, this is 2019, soon to be 2020, where things are probably going to be getting so much worse, where we're just going to start kowtowing to everybody. We don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, what do they think that statement right there? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't China still be making profits off of Blizzard stock? You know what I'm saying? Whether or not this guy said that about Hong Kong or not, is it like, are they so scared that they would pull out all their investments just because of this statement here? So we have to put that obviously is what they are scared of, because every last dime must be made. It doesn't matter, you know, about human decency or the right thing to do or anything like that, because if it was the right thing to do and this company had a conscience, then, you know, that's what they would have done. They would have released a statement, a public statement that would have been printed up in Kotaku, Polygon, IGN, you name it. And they would have said, we made a mistake, we're sorry for what we've done, we've reconsidered, we were wrong, and we apologize. But of course, the billion-dollar company is not going to say that, because it's all about the money. You know, that's all they care about. Every last dime must be made. Leave no stone unturned until every last dime is acquired, and screw the players, screw the people that make us money by buying our games. We don't care about you, because as many people as we lose, we're still going to get new customers. We still have the customers that are just going to shrug it off and not care, and that's good enough for us. And we still have China as an investor. So at the end of the day, we're still winning, right? That's the attitude. You got to believe that is the attitude. I don't see how you could possibly argue that point. But the point you can argue is that this company is total scum, and that they're horrible, and that they don't treat their players right. And if competitive gaming is a big part of what Blizzard is all about, they really stepped in it this time, and they have the whole internet hating on them as a result, and it's well deserved. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. And guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.